Alright guys, welcome back to another video. We are going to start naming formulas naming compounds from formulas. When we last met in class, we were talking about writing formulas and doing the crisscross method. So if you remember, if I have Na plus, which means plus 1, and S2 minus, that means we're going to just cross these numbers down. And we'll have a 2 minus over here and a plus 1 over here. Get rid of your positives. I'm sorry, take that back. Get rid of your negatives and your positives. Get rid of this up here. And your formula would be Na2S. Now, what we're going to talk about now is how to name these formulas, or how to go from formulas to names, and vice versa. From formulas to names, names to formulas. So, if I wanted to name this, first thing I need to do is look at what my cation is. My cation is sodium. And I cannot spell today, sodium. And remember, just like in ions, we're not going to change the names at all. We're going to keep the cations the same. The anions, since it's sulfur, is going to change to sulfide. We change the name to IDE. So we're taking sulfur, we're dropping part of it and adding IDE. Okay? So that's the main thing that we're going to look at. Okay, so how are we going to do this? Make it easy for you. Okay? Give me a second. I'm going to wipe this off. It's going to look messy for a minute. But again, we're going to look at ions and see how the ions are going to work. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of this. It's still too wet. Okay, I gotta wait for it to dry a bit. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to think about what is our name of an. Let's go and back it up. Let's just do names to formulas. Okay, names to formulas. And remember, we're doing ionic compounds. Names to formulas. Okay. So the title of this episode is Ionic Compounds Names to Formulas. First thing you want to do is, if we have a name, let's say we have calcium fluoride. Calcium fluoride. Okay. First thing we're going to do is we're going to find out what our cation is. Remember, it goes positive, then negatives. Cations, then anions. Okay. Cations and then anions. So calcium, you write your symbol, Ca. Fluoride. Remember the IDE just changed we've changed fluorine to fluoride, so that means we're in F. Okay. Step 1. Write your symbols. Okay. So step 1, write symbols. Okay. Step 2. Step 2, find oxidation number. And if you don't know what that is, that's the charge. And where are we going to find this? On our periodic table. Okay. So calcium, you go look on your periodic table, it's in column 2, has a +2 charge. Oops, let me write that the other way. 2 plus, okay? And then we go and look at fluorine. Fluorine's a halogen. Halogens have a 1 negative charge. Remember, normally we don't see the 1, we just see a negative. If you don't like it, add the 1. Just like what we did next, after we find our charges, just like what we did right before Thanksgiving, is we are going to use the crisscross method. Crisscross method for subscripts. And remember, subscripts go below. Okay, so we're going to take this, drop it down, take this, drop it down. We get a 2 plus, and we get a minus. Step 4. this out of the way. Step 4. Eliminate what's not needed. Okay, so like we're going to get rid of the charges. We're going to get rid of up here. We're going to get rid of any ones if we have them. Okay, then we're going to write down what's left. CaF2. CaF2. Okay, so for an ionic compound names to formula, you have 4 steps. Write the symbols, find the oxidation numbers from the periodic table, crisscross, eliminate what's not needed. Okay, so let's do another one. Let's do another practice one, and then we'll move on to another video, because this is just step 1 of many, or one way of many. Okay, so if I have lithium oxide, go find lithium symbol, Li. Oxygen, remember, oxide. We're going to turn it to oxygen. Step 1, write the symbols. Step 2, find the charges. Lithium is a plus charge because it's in column 1. It's an alkali metal. Oxygen is in the group 16. It has a 2 negative charge. Step 3, crisscross. Crisscross. So we get a 2 plus and a plus. Okay? We're looking for subscripts. Remember, they go down below, just like submarines. Eliminate what we don't need. So we're going to get rid of our pluses and minuses at the bottom. Get rid of the top, the whole top area. And our final formula would be lithium oxide. Remember, we're trying to get a 0 net charge. And write this down. That means they are neutral. Why are you going to write that down? It's on a test. Okay, we're actually going to ask this question, and we won't really say 0 net charge. We'll say, what is it? Positive, negative, or neutral? You want neutral. Okay, how does this happen? Well, lithium has a +1 charge, and we have 2 of them. Oxygen has a -2 charge. Okay, when you add these together, it's like saying 1 plus times 2 gives me a 2 plus, and we have 1 at 2 negative. Let me get rid of that. Negative. And we only have 1 of those, and that gives me a 2 negative. Together, this equals 0 charge, a net 0 charge. All right? So this is the easiest, what we've already kind of started. So ionic compounds, names to formula. If you have a name, find your symbol, find your oxidation number, crisscross, eliminate, have a 0 net charge. I'll see you on